My name is Bruce Kingsbury. Actually, legally it's Stuart Bruce Kingsbury. I sound very English, but I also am Hispanic. I have been reincarnated by the skills of medicine. I've had spinal stenosis and a growth in my neck where I was paralyzed. I had it taken out and I was feeding myself 2 days later. A lot of miracles, a lot of stuff like that. When I had my leg amputated due to MRSA, I had a period of time, about 5 months, where my surgeon was still doing surgeries. I had 8 surgeries after the amputation to close the wound in Stumpy, which is father's mouth. When I was recovering, I grew very close to Stumpy, and he has a very humorous side and a side that would surprise a lot of people. Including you folks too. When I first got home and my stump was healed after the amputation, I was laying in bed making love to my wife, and I tried to introduce Stumpy, and she said, "Bruce, get that ugly dildo away from me." And that hurt my feelings, and I started crying. So I went to my mother, and this tough former rugby player was crying on his mother's shoulder, and I usually have shorts on because it's easier to dress. And Stumpy was out, and she was stroking Stumpy, and he started to get excited. He started to go up, and I looked at him and I pushed him down, and I said, "Stop it, Stumpy, you know no fault." And he felt a little brutalized by the discipline, but he accepted it. I needed to get some time away from Ann Arbor, which is where I have lived most of my life, and especially after the amputation and the adjustments with my wife and the rest of society. And I thought a trip would be good, so we went to Las Vegas, and I don't like gambling, so we went out to some places called the Chicken Ranch, or Chicken Ranches, and there Stumpy and I went in, and 8 women were partially dressed in front of us, and we both got excited. And one was with us for the night, and she enjoyed Stumpy fully, pretty much all the way. And that was quite an experience for Stumpy to get that kind of feedback. So he felt better. So what does Stumpy do? He goes to Tijuana. It was my decision. My Marine Corps friend, Captain Chapman, told me that when he first saw Stumpy, he said he would be very popular in Tijuana. So we went to Tijuana and went to the men's bars there, which were with naked and half-dressed women who were making love with animals like donkeys and horses. And we kind of felt bad for them. So when they were finished, they really didn't like the horses because the fur gave them a real itch in their private area. And Stumpy, they saw as a replacement, a possible replacement, because he was even bigger than some of the horses' units, and you could fit right in a lot of the ladies. A line of 14 lined up. It exhausted Stumpy, and we went to our hotel, and I got a call on my cell phone, and it was a organizer telling me he had organized 100 women to praise Stumpy, and it was going to be Stumpy Day in the bars, and Stumpy was really excited by that, and so was I, because he, although he is kind of a separate unit, and he tries to talk a lot, he is part of me, but I'll tell you that story later. He went to the place with 100 women, and he made love to or was caressed by all 100, and Stumpy felt so accepted and so well used that we went back to Ann Arbor, and Stumpy was up and ready for anything that came his way.